What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Sean the Right Way, joined as always by Brent from Brent's Bricks, who looks like a creepy clown. I like it, Brent. And we are...
Hello.
A couple of BrickHeads.
Yo, yo, yo.
So,
What
Brent,
up?
it's episode 13. You just knew.
Dude,
it's Halloween. It's episode 13. All of a sudden, the board doesn't work. Come on, man.
Dude, weird, right?
Don't
I
tell me you
noticed that
don't believe
earlier.
in this stuff, man.
Dude,
Here.
earlier I noticed it was episode 13. I was like, wow, Halloween special, episode 13. And then we have the worst technical difficulties we've ever had. So,
Dude, and
yeah.
by the way, I think we've been on a streak of starting like right at 9 lately.
Right.
Or 9:02, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
early days, we were maybe 10 minutes late, but we've been on the ball. So I want everyone to know we've been working on getting the audio fixed for 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was a grind. We thought, or Sean thought, that he completely broke some of his equipment, but we're all good.
Yeah, that would have been the worst. Hey, Zane, thanks for jumping in. Sorry for being late, bud. So, Brent, October is supposed to be, the spooky or the scary month. Have you noticed everyone labeling October as spooky? Is this some sort of PC thing? They don't say
What?
Halloween anymore. They go, it's
Right.
spooky. Have you noticed? It's called spooky month. And I'm just like,
yeah,
the whole thing's Halloween, right? Let's be honest. That's what it is.
Spooky season. I always see like that hashtag on Instagram. Spooky season.
Is it just a thing? Is it a PC thing? Or you think it's just a thing?
I think it's just a thing. People like to nickname stuff anymore. Like it's just like the cool thing to call something that's something else. So.
Like Hot Girl Summer or something. Like,
right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just a trendy one of those things for sure.
Okay. Well, there you go. I don't like it. So
nah, it's Halloween.
To me, it's Halloween, man. The whole damn thing is Halloween. So
yeah.
So we are gonna get rolling here, Brent, but I wanted to kick off the show because to me this is fun. Some people in the community are a little bit upset about it, and what I'm talking about, of course, is the November promo calendar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's been a topic, right? I mean, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
People are kind of bashing it, and again, like, I'm new to this, but does everybody not get the trend here? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it blows my mind. It's the same thing with the leaks. I'm trying not to be negative Nancy here, but it's like, of course they're not going to reveal everything. I mean, come on.
Right.
So let's take a look here. This is the November promo calendar. By the way, we had mentioned to you folks that we were going to sort of do a live coverage of the release of, the Titanic and Home Alone and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that falls on Halloween. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one, Brent. I'm pretty bummed.
Yeah, there'll be more big releases.
Yeah. So we do want to provide live coverage for that in the future. I've got the kiddos. We got Halloween. It's a little earlier for me. Brent's probably going to be home high off candy at that point.
Well, I actually went trick-or-treating tonight, but I do have some stuff I have planned.
Zane, that's just gross. Spooktober. Gross, sir.
No, I'm actually going to a wedding on Halloween.
Nice.
Like, weird enough, like, I don't think it's really going to be that Halloween themed. Maybe slightly, but it's not. Like, I don't think they did it on purpose to make it on Halloween. I don't know, but it's one of my good friends.
If I know women in their scheduling for weddings, she totally knows it's Halloween.
Yeah, I just don't think
it's like you're saying. I don't think they did it.
I don't think it's going to be a costume party, right? Okay. Yeah, but it'll be cool.
Cool. So here's a promo calendar. A little controversial. Looks a little light, right? I think that's kind of
it's a kind word.
And so far, it looks like we're getting a coffee card with purchases over $65.
$65.
That's for the first half of the month. It's fine. Again, for me, it's a creator set. and it's not a poly bag.
Right.
So that's cool. First half of the month, kind of dull, right? Not much happening first half of the month. Runs through actually the 8th through the 16th, so only 8 days. And some of these short windows, Brent, we talked about it briefly, I think, with the rebuildable car.
Mm-hmm.
If one of these becomes a thing, it's interesting because there's such a short window. I'm not saying this is some monster set, doesn't have an IP tied to it, but you know what I mean? Like, what if something catches fire and it had the shortest window of availability? You
never know.
You never know. So there's that. And I guess my main point of wanting to bring this up, Brent, is historically with some of these Black Friday releases. First of all, we don't know our Black Friday officially. We don't know our Black Friday release.
Yeah.
And they've had some pretty epic gifts with purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And so the rumor, of course, is the AT-AT is dropping. Hey, what up, Jay? Thanks for tuning in late, man. Sorry for the late start. The AT-AT is coming out, and they're going to be dropping the Luke lightsaber as the GWP with that. I don't know if it's been on your radar.
I've heard about it.
Obviously, was it last fall, last October or so? About a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
The Yoda lightsaber came with Mos Eisley.
Yep.
So, and there's been leaks of the Luke's lightsaber. So, I think that's going to be your gift. But you had some theories about Titanic. I mean, I'm with you. Do you really think they're going to release this set and you're only going to get a damn coffee cart?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would hope not. And I mean, if you look at the Coliseum, it had a special gift with purchase. If you look at even the new soccer stadium right now has a gift with purchase that has like 5 minifigures in it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's,
well, I mean, nobody's going to buy that. That's the problem with that.
Well, trust me, I had a whole freaking conversation with Max. I'm sure he'll be popping up in here if he's not here already. One of our regulars here in the chat. But we were talking about why are they only doing, these soccer stadiums? Anyways, topic for another discussion. But if we're going to get
European company is my first answer.
Right. You got more fans for that outside of America, but let's hope that we're not just going to get a $65 coffee cart with the Titanic. I think just like a micro. Excuse me, my God, my voice just disappeared on me.
This is just
a micro.
I've cleared my throat 64 times.
It's all good. It's all good. Just
it's our 13th episode in October. It's spooky times. Hey, thanks for dressing up with the mask. I wore an orange hat, by the way.
Hey, that's all good.
I have orange lighting. It's not really popping back there, but I tried to get I tried to get into the spooky mood.
It's even spooky season.
Yeah, spooky season.
But let's hope. I mean, it would be cool. It's a little idea of mine to get a micro scale Titanic. I mean, wouldn't that just look cool next to your giant girthy ship to have a small version? So
I think it would. And by the way, I don't know if this made air, Brent, but you and I were talking off air one night, I think, and maybe had beverages. I did end up buying that microfighter Falcon for you know what.
Oh,
do you remember?
Wait, the $10 microfighter Falcon?
Yes, for a very specific reason.
Right, the same reason why I have one, pretty much.
No, you wanted to display it next to your.
Oh no,
I was talking
about. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to figure that out.
We will.
Stay tuned, guys. We have some plans with these little micro Falcons and different builds.
I think we were on air.
All right, screw it. We'll tell you. I want to make like a ridiculous chain with like a build on it and just wear it on the air with a straight face. now that I've revealed it won't be as funny, but I just want to get like a big clunky fake, gold chain and just rock like a micro build of a Falcon on my neck.
Hey, it's something that would do well in a short. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people watching it through a short that aren't watching the show right now, and maybe that'll bring them over to the show and they'll
I don't know why I think that's so funny to wear like a little
I think it's sick.
Neck, but I think it's funny.
I think it's sick. I mean, it's
you do that and then you transition to like the big girthy Falcon. That'd be funny.
Or you really can flex if you want and do like a Cloud City Boba Fett and like a little case, like a little Lego clear case on your chain, flex that way.
Put a couple chrome bits, couple chrome pieces, whatnot on there.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
You could just flex your dopest minifigure. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Be pretty sick.
All right, Brent. So we showed the promo calendar, admittedly weak, right? But I think it's by design. They want to hit us with some surprises. Sure.
Right. I hope so. Let's all hope so.
What I'm showing you now is the stuff that's coming out. It says out soon. Now, obviously, there's a couple errors on here, but ignore the wheelie stunt bike, which I believe we both purchased and both love. We're going to get into stunts in just a little bit.
Absolutely.
But talk me through this Harry Potter GWP. It's back. It looks like they've extended it a bit from when it was supposed to come out. Why? I think it's cool because you can put the magic cards or whatever they're called on the wall. Like, what else? I'm hearing people are needing multiples of these because they need 4 for the different houses. Talk me through the significance of this GWP.
So I think it's the first ever gift with purchase that is literally another modular piece to the rest of the line, right? So like a lot of gift with purchases.
That's huge.
So the only thing with me is like I really wish I don't think either figure is exclusive. You know, I wish there was something, just an alternative face, anything. It's cool. Like the only set I need, honestly, is Hogsmeade, and it's $80. And other than that, I mean, I guess I would just buy, the $20, Polyjuice Potion set again, I guess, if I really wanted it, because I've considered it, because I really do like this. I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like it's going to be one of those that I'm on the fence about it now.
You got to spend $100 though to get this, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I would get Hogsmeade and then a $20 $20 Polyjuice Potion. That's like the only way, because a lot of the other sets that are around that $100 price range are all sold out.
Okay.
So there's really only a couple methods to your madness here. I mean, you could purchase that new Hogwarts Icons for $250, but if you don't want to spend $250, there's a lot of stuff and even if I got Hogsmeade and Polyjuice, they're both back ordered to like November 22nd. So I would be waiting a little bit to
it wouldn't hit your card though till
yeah.
I'd get do the stuff.
I would get like a little box that just with the gift with purchase in like a week, and then not have
you got to get something else to prompt the GWP to come.
Oh yeah.
So you need to add a brick
buy a keychain
or keychain, exactly.
Keychain or a BrickHead, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see what else we got. Batmobile, the Technic. I think you and I we both looked at this at first. Again, we're talking November 1st stuff, guys. We were like, it's cool, but then we started seeing shots like this, and then the fact that it's got not 1 but 2 light bricks.
Oh yes.
And then just some of these angles on here are just insane. Like,
I'm in love with it.
It didn't take me long, and in fact, this is what pushed me over the edge to get one of my pickups this week, the rebuildable car. I told you I was going to get it at some point. So
there you go.
Comboed this with something else.
Oh, so you pre-ordered this?
I did pre-order.
Nice.
So I've already received my flying car, but I pre-ordered this. By the way, shout out to Lego for the quick shipping. Have you noticed the turnaround here?
Is it what?
Have you ordered a lot from Direct lately, or? Flipping Flip is not a fan. Hey, listen, I hear you, but I implore you to take a real hard look at this thing.
It's better than the brick built one.
The brick built one is trash, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. Straight up.
It's better than the brick built one.
But there's something about this where I was like, you know what? I want to see what's going on here.
Right.
And I'm surprised I bought this over the Raptor, because I've had my eye on the Raptor. That was going to be like my first little baby, even though there are over 1,000 pieces, like strictly Technic set. I want to see what all the fanfare is about. I know people are like, I don't like Technic builds and all this stuff. And I'm like,
right.
While I haven't bought any dedicated Technic sets yet, I don't think. I know like my R2D2, you know what I mean? Like I've bought enough stuff where there's some Technic happening.
Right.
And I don't know. I didn't find it any more cumbersome. See, look, here's the flip side. Zane's a smart guy. Look, see, Zane likes it. So.
I mean, I think compared to a lot of...
I respect your opinion, dude. I hear you. This one's polarizing, and Brent knows me. If there's anything I love, there's nothing I love more than when people, say, half the people say something's great, and half the people say it sucks. Like, I thrive on that, regardless of what side of the fence I'm on.
Right.
I'd rather it be that than it's okay. And I think for me, this is better than just okay. But I could totally understand and see where someone says this sucks because, like this isn't our Batmobile that we grew up with, right? Or,
Sure.
there's been several iterations depending on your age, but
Yeah. Well, and I
right
think
out of the gate, this isn't the dopest looking Batmobile. I get it. But there's enough there where I'm like intrigued. Go ahead.
I think this is going to be the first Technic set that a lot of people buy that have never bought Technic before. Because the brick built one is $30. We talked about it a little bit a few minutes ago. I feel like this is these sets were revealed to me.
Here, while we're on the topic, you keep talking. But go ahead.
These sets, this one in particular, was revealed to me a couple episodes ago. I had no idea they were revealed. Sean showed them to me live on the podcast. I saw this thing and just was not impressed. It literally looks like this random little muscle car from a Spider-Man set. Like there's just not much to it. It's really, really blocky. Just doesn't impress me at all. And then there's one more set that was just meh. I think it's just a couple speeder bikes, just a little combo set. No, nothing wrong with it. Not a bad set, not a terrible set. But then we saw that Technic one, and I immediately said, oh, okay, well, I want this one.
Okay.
I like this one.
And by the way, I feel like they threw the blue flames on here just to try to like spice it up. They were like,
right.
We can't throw the orange or red, whatever, the red flames on this. It's just too lame. We can't do it.
Right.
This one is kind of getting overlooked because, the pre-order started at least a month ago, Brent. And maybe just to me, I'm saying it's overlooked. I'm not putting words into your mouth. But with everything coming out, Titanic, Home Alone, yada, yada. This is a badass set.
It very much is. And I think there's
crazy.
I think there's two reasons why it's getting overlooked. Not that it isn't a good set, but I think if people have the big tumbler from I think only like 7 years ago or so, maybe just like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
If people already have that, they're looking past it to the Titanic, to Home Alone and things. But also that $40 version. I mean, this thing, if you want
it
to
puts
save money for the Titanic
on the wait list for you. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, I want it for sure. But
would you have bought it faster without that? Yes, right. So I don't know if this was the right move.
Yeah,
I don't know if this was the right move, the double release. Chat, let me know what you guys think about Lego's strategy here. Is it backfiring? Are people getting the $40 one and going, you know what, that's enough for me? Because it is sick. Hold it up closer, Brent. Show everybody. And check out his archives. Brent did a live build.
It's pretty sick. I added that flame myself. It doesn't come with that flame. Just saying. Just so you guys know.
Love to hear your guys' thoughts on, like, are you going for the big boy tumbler? Is the little one enough, or neither?
I think.
Here we go. We got Zane saying popping in.
Hey, what's up?
So Zane, you're right. I mean, I've seen some side by sides. I want to say Brixie actually raced them. I don't know if you've seen his video on that.
Raced them.
Yes, he raced them. Well, because he gets his stuff free now, so who cares, right?
Well, he just pushes it down the hill.
Yeah, he had kind of like a little, what they called, slot cars? What were they called? You remember in like Boy Scouts or whatever?
It like holds them up, then it drops them. And
exactly, it's a ramp, and then they
boxcar racers or whatever.
Boxcar racers. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Jackson says he thinks it backfired. I agree. It's like there's so much other heat out there. It's like if you kind of want a tumbler, get it. $40. And I still say, Brent, add another 20. I don't know how high this could have got, but if you could have just made the sand color or the camo or whatever, sand camo, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah.
People would have lost their shit.
Only thing that's
they would have had to do an alternate, I think. I think they would have had to do 2.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm calling it. There's so much chatter about that. You remember Zavi just put out that I believe it was the blue Fiat, right? Fiat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Could you see them dropping that like in 6 months and it would be crazy.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't.
Flipping Flip loves it. And I agree, man. And our friend Jim from the Wolf of Bricks, he's way into that $40. I think we revealed it to him too that night, right? He's like, hold on, what is this?
Right. Yeah. He definitely liked it. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it would not be a bad deal or a bad idea to pick up a couple of those tumblers
at 40. And if you know what you're doing,
closer to retirement,
and get some diskies on that,
Right.
Like pick a few up when Target or somebody's throwing a $10 gift card at X or whatever. You can get these the mini tumbler for $30 a piece and sit on those for a little bit.
Right.
Might be a thing.
Now there is, before we move past the big tumbler, you know,
Yes.
it does have those exclusive figs. There is that, but
let's get into it.
The Joker's sick. I'm not even gonna lie. That Joker.
I mean, that's the one everybody's always wanted, right? I mean, it's Heath Ledger. It's in his signature costume.
Oh yeah, the arm printing is just awesome.
I hate when you do this to me. I'm so ready to move on, and then I'm like, God damn that fig.
Reel you back in. No, but yeah, I
think this is a $50 fig, like right off the rip. Is that fair? Like day it's released,
yeah,
I'm not buying that car. What do they charge it for jokes? 50?
Probably. Mace Windu was 50 off the rip, out of the gunship. So maybe a little less because this is only 230 and the gunship was 350. So maybe like a $40 fig right off rip. So, but anyways, yeah, we can move past it. I just want to talk about how awesome that Joker was because
no, you're right.
I don't have the old big tumbler, and so I want the UCS tumbler anyways. But also that Joker is flame. But anyways,
and I think there was enough appetite. They've seen the resale. Flippy flip, you tell me, but I feel like the old one before this was announced, that was, I want to say like a $400 or $500 set. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they saw, you know, the data maybe that it was reselling, and they were like, all right, we got to put another one of these out. Or they're kind of completing the trilogy of vehicles, which you and I have talked about at length.
Right.
Batmobile, the Wing, and then the Tumbler, probably his three most iconic vehicles. I mean, the truth is there's probably 6 Batmobiles that are in front of all these. That's strong.
Right.
Maybe 3 or 4, but you get my point. And at this stage, you know, I don't know how many, you know, they're doing everything for AFOLs. I don't even know that a 66 UCS Batmobile would outsell this. There's enough people who grew up with this that this would probably do better than that.
Yeah.
That's what I want the most. That would be day one. I'd go to the store. I'd line up for a 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, right now, I want the 89 Batmobile more than this tumbler, and that's only because
retiring.
Retirement. That's like the only reason.
There you go. Another stunt set, dude. At $8, it's a steal. I don't want to, Brent. I'm just showing it because it's coming out. We're gonna
soon.
We're gonna go a little more in depth on the stunts.
Yeah,
because we have some.
I was say I was gonna bring some up about stunts, but I'll say.
Yeah, I want to do a whole thing on stunts because this is good. It's pretty wild. Home Alone, well documented. I don't want to spend too much time. I think we went hard in the paint last week on this with Ace. And by the way, shout out to Ace. He just crossed over
2K,
2,000 subs. So watch his stuff. By the way, he just ranked every Monkey Kid minifig on his channel.
I inspired him a little bit. I think it's safe to say because him and I are going to be doing that ranking the Marvel minifigs video. So,
all right.
You know, I think him doing that is a little bit of inspired from me.
There you go. And so going back to the Tumblr real quick, Flipping Flip said it was pushing 5.25 just before. So, I mean, you know, for people who are like, man, I'm never going to be able to get that. You know, like they drop it and that's what they do to you. They go, but it's only 230 now. That's
right.
300 off.
Yeah.
Right? So there's that audience. There's that audience that have the first one and they're completionists and they got to get it. And then there's people who are just new to Lego period. And they're like, maybe they started with that Batmobile 2 years ago and here they are, you know, they're like, oh, I'm going to get this one too. So,
right.
So there you go. Flipping Flip. We're going to talk in a little bit more detail about stunts, the pros and cons, but I see your comment for sure. And I hear you on that. Another set in the Bat universe, so to speak.
See, this is another one that didn't really impress me. It's cool. It's cool, but
I think we agree. Like this box art, if you got that facade behind it,
yeah,
a lot of it like this. I like how cohesive it is, right? Like it's kind of like it's all put together, even like this, right? This is how most people are going to see it on a desk or, you know, against a white wall,
right?
Alone in their room. I like it a lot, but you know, I think I told you I'd consider it more if it was a girthy, you know, for like 2 something and had more
master builder series, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then obviously it's teed up to have the little boy
The small
Batmobile.
Batmobile. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which we talked about. And where is it? There it is. Like, that's cool. And for the kiddos, you can get the whole line. I want to say for like $150. If you exclude the Technic set, you can get the Batmobile, the bikes, and all that stuff. And this for, it's a tidy little Christmas for somebody. It's cool.
Right.
It's cool. I just too much competition. I think on a dead month, you and I'd be going, you know what?
Well, it's the same. It's the same kind of thing.
By the way, these do not light up. We've confirmed. That's kind of BS. I get that it's just marketing, but that's kind of
right. Oh yeah, no, they
go to help.
They do that with their box art sometimes.
Yeah, but that's not the box art. That's why I'm kind of like.
Well, it's probably a picture that it's a. Well, yeah, you're right. It's not really the box art.
Go a little too far.
Yeah,
just
a little deceiving. So now, and there's a Spiderman set too. That's kind of the same, similar like layer, and it's like it's cool, but it's kind of just like spread out walls, and it just kind of just feels, lacks girth. Max said it the best.
Yeah, there you go. This is another stunts bike. Again, we're going to talk about the line in its entirety. I'm just showing you.
I really like this one.
We're talking November 1st. This might not necessarily be November 1st, but this one's super sick.
I really like the pearl gold on this bike a lot.
I think it's good. And you see, dude is holding a selfie. I don't know if that's male or female. I just said dude, but whatever.
I can't tell. I think it's a dude.
I think it'd be funnier if it's a dude rocking the purple. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
So
hey, I'm a dude rocking purple. You got anything against dudes rocking purple? Jeez.
No, don't start all that. Come on. I'm just saying at first glance.
No, I got you. I think it's the hair that really kind of you can't tell because it's like. I don't know,
is that Owen Wilson under there? What's going on?
Right. Wow.
Wow. Look, he's making the Zoolander face too. So,
wow.
Blue steel. Yeah. That's pretty sick. By the way, I would love to see someone pull off this shot without fishing wire or whatever.
Right. With the selfie stick and everything.
Anyways, this is fire. We all know it. And there you go. $8. Are you kidding me?
Dude, it's sick.
You gotta look at the economy on this. It's like it's $3 than a more than a random CMF. You know what I mean? And you're getting a bike.
Right.
And the figs are cool too. This is the one everybody's after. I think it's because he was delayed, and it's a funny outfit, and he's got
chicken guy
on there. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So again, we're not saying it's November 1st, but hopefully it comes soon.
It's the gold bike for me. That's my favorite one.
All right, that's fair. Sorry, it's a little out of order, folks, but here is the final of the Batman sets. This is the stunt psych or the motorcycle pursuit. I'm stuck on stunts. Cool. 2 bikes. To me, the winner is the bat signal in this set. I don't know how you feel. I believe that's a glow in the dark element there, or a sticker, or whatever it is, but it's kind of cool. I don't think that's in the Batcave set, so you kind of need the signal, right?
Right, and the fig, the Catwoman,
the Kyle, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
What are your guys' thoughts on this? I mean, this Batman. I don't know.
I think it's a set.
I don't know if I can do these kitty sets anymore. Too much out there.
I feel it. I still have a special place in my heart though for a small set sometimes. I think because I've built big sets a decent bit and like I don't know. But I think there's
something satisfying about sitting down. We talked about it, right? Sitting down and finishing something in 30 minutes. You don't always have 90 hours to do a 4,000 set. Yeah. 4,000 piece set. I get it.
Yeah. Well, and I think if this one isn't one that I pick up off the rip, I think this is one that's not going to sell like crazy. So you will see this at your Kohl's for $11 or your Walmart's for $11 and things like that. So I think it's one that I'm definitely going to pick up at some point just because I might want the fig, especially after seeing the movie. So, it's not a bad set. It's okay.
Only a couple left.
Not really exciting, but
This is the latest in the art series, and as I suspected, it's like, okay, they give you a few suggestions here, and you can do a little mosaic with 9 different tiles. Now, usually these 9 are used to make sort of one overarching image. I've got Darth, I've got the double Mickey Minnie set up. I showed this to my daughter. She went ape. She's like,
oh,
Dad, now, yes. And that was based on this, but Daddy did a little more research, and it seems like, okay, so in addition to the Spaceman build, which I personally think is the dopest one.
Yes.
But then I'm kind of just doing one image when you can have some fun here. I believe I read somewhere. Actually, you can see it right here. I don't know if these are in the main image, but you can see there's alternate.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of. Let's see. No, yeah, these are different. Okay. So confirmed. They give you a few other ideas. And what I think, because there's such a large palette, Brent, I think Rebrickable or one of the, you know what I mean? Like one of those sites is going to be like, actually, you could pull off the Miami Dolphins logo with, you know what I mean? Because there's so much variety in there. So for me, I'm kind of like, you can see this rainbow. And again, if something is on that main shot, there is a rainbow. Okay. But either way, you can see my point. This head here and soccer ball. Some of this stuff is not in the main shot. My point is there's a lot of, even better.
Oh yeah. There we go.
What is that? 10, 20, I don't know, 25, 30 images right there. So
yeah,
do your thing. And again, that's just what Lego's suggesting. Wait till the fans get a hold of it.
Yeah, there's a few builders. There was a guy that was on Lego Masters, not the guy we'll talk about later, but there was a guy on Lego Masters who specializes in like mosaic type of stuff, and he made super awesome stuff. Princess Leia's, all kind of cool stuff.
There you go. Last but not least, Brent.
Oh, I love this movie. I love this
Girthiest boy of them all.
set.
Here it is, Titanic.
Dude, I've been hearing incredible things about this set. I've been hearing like former Lego designers that are now just on YouTube. I forget his channel name, but he's got a cool channel.
Well, he's the guy who
if you know who I'm talking about, yeah.
JC, it's the one whose initials are in here. I forget his name, but look him up. He's great.
Yeah, no, he's really
He reviewed it. He's the one who put the line in the sand. He left, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, but he got this pretty far and it just didn't happen for him, but he's happy to see it over the finish line.
Dude, yeah, he was calling it his favorite set of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a close second for me behind the Falcon, but I love my UCS Millennium Falcon. So, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had the set in hand. I haven't built it yet. So, I don't know. I could build the set, and by the end of the experience, I could dub it as my favorite. So,
Zane, was that a record? I always wondered that, for the Titanic.
I think it's a.
It does, but people recorded the shit out of that in school when it.
Well, there's like a meme where it's played on a recorder like really bad, and
that's really, I've seen that. Yeah,
it's like a meme track that's been used.
And what's funny about that is like that's how we all sounded trying to play things.
Exactly.
Third grade or whatever it was. So I feel like we're not giving the Titanic the respect it deserves, but I feel like we did an hour on this a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, people know.
We love it. We want it. One question, Brent. I haven't paid too close attention for the answers. Do we think this shot here is all we're going to get of the staterooms, or do you think there's more tucked inside?
There's 4 total sections. So like, okay, there's 2 sections
on the break aparts, right? Is that what you're saying?
There's 2 sections on.
Got it. So in the middle of the building, and nobody can see. They're not going to put all this.
I think you can go through and see them all.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like right here where it doesn't separate.
Oh, okay.
Those rooms aren't built in there, right? It's only at the points of separation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, this booty.
Yeah.
Logo fan. I love it.
Also a fan of no stickers.
Yeah, it's awesome. So it's Titanic. Sorry to again not give it the respect it deserves. I'm bowing in my head for.
We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
we like it. I did a whole video about it. We love it.
There you go.
I love just the Titanic, so I'm immediately sold on that one
for sure. Now, I want to bring up something, and this is a counter to my critique last week. But yeah, I will say, and it's now watch everybody. It's probably going to happen in the same way that I described last week. I will congratulate Lego on keeping this AT-AT pretty damn quiet.
Yeah, I'm keeping her on the low.
keeping her on the low. It's not the one you bring home to meet mama. It's kind of weird. Now, if this drops on Black Friday, mark my words, around, what am I going to give it? A week to 10 days. So around November 10th-ish. By then, you're going to get a blurry shot, and then the whole thing's going to unfold.
Yeah.
But I will say, it's kind of weird. Like, even if you watch Star Wars Lego-centric folks like M&R, you can sense that hint of doubt. You know what I mean? Like, he's usually very confident, flamboyant even on his calls, but he's like, well, the AT-AT, he's not like, do you know what I mean? Like, I like that they're keeping a little bit of doubt on this, but I think it's happening, but kudos for them keeping this under wraps.
Yeah, well, and it makes it more interesting when every single leak isn't
so
prominent.
Like, where the blurry picture at? He knows it's all a freaking game. He knows the routine. Blurry pick, a little bit better pick. Solid bricks gets one. It's the same
sticker sheet. If there's a sticker sheet, yeah.
It's like, what the like, you can get he's like, you know what? Throw him the sticker sheet today. Let's go. That'll get him talking Home Alone set.
Yeah, there you go.
This better have no damn sticker. This won't, right? And maybe in the cockpit or something. Maybe in the
maybe on the inside. The UCS Falcon has one, but it's it's not very noticeable.
I think that had to be for comedy purposes, and I respect that. And
to put one sticker on the UCS Falcon just because. I mean, that's pretty funny if they.
I think it's funny if somebody really was like, I want to know how hard that was fought. I want to know the story, because there was a story.
Yeah, well, there's some people
somebody wanted it, and they're like, it'd be funny, and they're like, no, it's not that funny, and like, no, it's super funny.
That's honestly, nobody steal this. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about it on air. Nah, screw it. If we did like a skit where it was like, the meeting of designing the Falcon, UCS Falcon, they're like, oh, they love the one in 2007. Look at it; it costs $2,000 now. All right, well, let's make this new one 80 or 800. And some other guys like
that.
Some other guys like, let's put a sticker on it.
That'll
they all break their necks and look to the guy like, what are you, mad?
That's another $300 in value right there. So I agree. But anyway, AT-AT, there's a little bit of silence out there, and I'm liking it. Calm before the storm. Could be strategic this time. I think it's all strategic, by the way. But I do think there's just some bangers coming out early November, and they're like, you know what? We don't want people to go, I'm going to pass on Home Alone or Titanic. People in the market for those heavy sets, they're like, I don't want to show them this yet because they might pass on those. Instead, we're going to make people max out their cards.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like skip a payment. Maybe your kid's getting a little less for Christmas this year. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
The AT-AT is coming out there. Now, before we move on, I want to talk about our position on this thing. I without seeing it, I definitely think it's more for me than the Titanic. Titanic's awesome. I think it's great.
Right.
I have amassed about 325 in VIP. I think I told you I haven't spent them on anything yet.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it becomes a not easy, but easier proposition, closing the gap if it is at that expected $800 price point.
Right.
Still don't know what I'm going to do though.
It's tough. It's tough.
The Luke's lightsaber though has got me, because I do think if that's the case, that's a $200 GWP immediately.
Yeah.
Yoda was 100 right off the rip. I don't know, 349 set. This
Yoda
might be higher now. I don't know where he is now.
Yeah, it might have been.
So for me, it's like, okay, if it's only 5 and I can, not that I'm selling it, but in my mind, if I need to get out of having the 100 to 200, we'll call it, in value there, it's like now it's 3.
Right.
These are the games we play to buy things.
I mean, that's another big, I think the gift with purchase, now where you really would be divided is if there's a dope gift with purchase with the Titanic, mini Titanic, and then the AT-AT's got the Luke's lightsaber. Then it's like, what do you do? I mean, if you want
What does
both
a
of them,
mini
you get.
Titanic look like though? It's only like 2,000 pieces. Like, what do we?
Oh, I think 2,000 would be a lot. I mean, maybe like 600, 500, just like a micro scale. Not really like fully brick built, but like like the size of your iPhone, a little longer than the iPhone, somewhere around there.
Jackson, I hear you. But if that GWP is what it's rumored to be, that's the only. Because otherwise, yeah, totally. Wait, you've got whatever minimum of 2 years or whatever, 2 to 4, whatever. If I think the Falcon's special. I think we all agree on that. I think that's 4 years is probably longer than most, right? As far as the UCS set saying out.
Yeah.
Death Star, I think, did it, right?
Death Star was.
What's a destroyer at now? Is a destroyer at 3 years already?
Maybe, yeah.
Or 19, right? It had to be 18, something like that.
It's 18 or 19.
Jackson,
I can't.
Do you know? Anybody in the chat?
Well, I guess if it is 19, and it was like mid 19 or like something like May the 4th and 9th and 2019, it is about to be 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Falcon's 2017, I think, which is crazy to think about. The UCS Falcon 2017, not retired yet, probably not going anywhere anytime soon. So
19. There you go.
2019. That's what I figured.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, what's happening, man? Good to see you.
What up?
All right, Brent. So you wanted to talk about the fact that a Lego Masters winner.
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
Yeah. Is now an official Lego designer?
Yeah. So he posted an Instagram post, and I kind of saw this one coming because this Lego Master was clearly like, no disrespect to his partner that was on the show, but when you went to his partner's Instagram, you can tell Christian was his name. Aaron and Christian was the duo. It was Aaron, who we're talking about, who is now a Lego designer, had the glasses. His partner was just kind of somebody who you could tell that they picked, who was kind of like whatever, like good looking guy. He's into Lego a little bit. He'll be fine on TV. But his Instagram had like a few Lego pictures, but it was mostly all like gym stuff. Now, I don't know if Sean is going to do it, but Aaron's Instagram is flooded with incredible mocks that he cooks up himself. Like, these are all his original designs. Matter of fact, he's a teacher and he teaches using Lego pieces. I forget what he teaches, some kind of physics or something like that. But he's incredible. And like I was going to say, no disrespect to his partner, but this guy clearly carried their team to the final 3. And I really, really wish, final 4. They got cut right before the finale.
What's his handle?
Aaron Brick. If you type in Aaron Brick, it's got to come up. It might be Aaron Brick Builder. But the dude, I honestly, I thought him and his teammate were kicked out of the competition a little too early. Aaron Brick Designer. But yeah, this dude individually. Now, Lego Masters is a team-based thing, so you got to work with a teammate. But I think individually, this guy was one of the most special builders out of the whole thing. Here we go. Now, so his very first post of him holding his signature fig, that's when he announced that he was, going to be going to Denmark to be a Lego designer and all that good stuff. This was the announcement. So this is when I caught news of this. And just scrolling down through all of his photos, man. I mean, he's just so many different styles. I mean, he's amazing at sculpting, aesthetics, realism. I mean, these dogs. I had not really kept up on his dog stuff that recently, but he's got a few other dogs. That one's pretty good, but he's got some other ones that are right there. That is just crazy. I had not seen that one. I think this is one of the first pictures I sent to Sean the other day, but dude, that is pretty insane. The collar, I don't think I have one close by. That collar is a dots bracelet. If that isn't the best creative parts usage for something that I've seen, I mean, that's amazing. And I mean, just just awesome. I mean, I had not seen him do any animal stuff like that. He's really good at ships. That right there, dude. Lost Boys, Peter Pan. That right there could be a set. And you can just see with his skill and all of his look at that. That's exactly how the box art could look. Beautiful. So I don't know if I don't know, exactly what themes he's gonna have his hands in on. I kind of commented on one of his announcement posts, and I just jokingly said like, "Oh, make the Star Wars sets a little better or whatever." But he can do a little bit of everything. Architecture. He's building dragons. He's building dogs. He's building cars. I mean, like, look at that thing. That thing's sweet. It literally looks like a Ford Explorer, something like that. The Terminator, dude. How cool is that? I don't know if you're muted, Sean, but I haven't heard you talk in a minute. But the Terminator is
Let you
sick.
do your thing, man.
No, you're good. I mean, look at this Terminator. I mean, it's got hints of Bionicle in there. I mean, this dude is literally good with everything.
It looked like he had some Bionicle tributes or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. And he's only a year younger than me, I want to say. I think he's 26. So like he would definitely would have grown up with Bionicle. Here's them on the show of season 1.
Okay. Now I know who it is. I didn't recognize him with the glasses.
Well, and it'll have some of his builds from the show right here, like some of these skyscrapers. I mean, hands down, this guy, single-handedly by himself, you could just tell was one of the
the
best.
Other guy was cast because he's like handsome,
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He was really cool. But if you go to his Instagram, it's all gym stuff, and you can just tell that Aaron was like, okay, I need you to build a bunch of these while I do this. Look at that. Look at that from the thing from I don't follow Stranger Things, but that's awesome. Yeah. That Lord of the Rings one. Go up for me one time and click on that freaking Sauron. Oh, down. Right below the green. Yes, dude. I don't know. I always forget if you're super familiar with Lord of the Rings, but this thing is.
I saw them all once and never again. That last one was the one.
Okay, yeah, but I'm telling you right now, though.
I saw him in the early 2000s. I'm sorry, I don't remember everything, but look, the guy's sick. It's awesome. I think we're all going to be in for a treat if he's given the right opportunity.
Dude, I can literally see him working within any theme. Any theme.
Yeah.
Architecture, Ninjago, maybe especially Ninjago just because of the dragons and creatures he's good at building. Star Wars.
Unreal.
Yeah, he's literally good at every building style, I think. I mean, pretty much every single building style.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm excited for him, man. I kind of saw this.
Congrats to Aaron, and
I kind of saw. Hey,
look forward to seeing his work. What can I say?
Yeah, Aaron, if you ever see this, you might not, but we'd love to have you on the show. Here's a fun fact, actually, Sean. Aaron,
get him on. Let's go.
Aaron, shout out to you because you are actually from my sister's. I wouldn't say hometown, but she's lived there for the past 10 years. But they both live in Louisville, so.
Right on.
They and my sister's an artist. Being a Lego custom mock builder is also kind of like being an artist. So
let's do it. Yeah. Let's get him on.
I need to track him down and get him on.
There you go. So very cool. Brent was very excited about that. I'll admit, I was like, it's kind of cool, but after seeing his builds, I'm like, cool.
I was gonna say when I first
2-3 years, we'll see some of his stuff on shelves or whatever it takes for development.
Right.
I'm into it, So.
Well, I knew just sending you the message of, hey, this Lego Master is going to be a designer. Like, I knew if I sent you a few of those builds, like just a certain few of them, you would have been like, whoa. Because that dude, he's
got the goods.
He's got the juice.
Brent, we're doing it this week.
Yes, we are.
Weekly pickups. We talk about it. Let's get some going.
Weekly pickups.
Brent's a little extra special this week. Happy birthday once again. Hope you had a good birthday week.
Hey, I had a great birthday week.
And let's see.
Here they are.
Some of the fruits.
I found what I was looking for. All right, so I'm gonna start small and go big. Okay. So I found all three, and we're gonna get into this theme, guys. These are not easy to find right now, but I've got all three stunt bikes. We've got the purple wheelie stunt bike. We've got the demolition stunt bike in yellow right here. Minifig right there. There's the minifig for the other one. And then these were the only two I found. Okay, I'm in my Walmart. These are the only two they had. You know, they come in boxes of all the same kind. There's only 2 boxes. I go back another day later just to pick up some trash bags, you know, just to pick up a few things. They got one of these chilling in the back of the box, just hanging out. I don't know how it got there, but it did. I immediately grabbed it and said, yes, I need it. It's the only one I don't have. The figure's really cool. He's got a red arm and a blue arm. And so, yeah, super stoked. Haven't opened them yet, obviously, but I definitely want to try those out. I think that's something Lana's going to have a blast with. I'm going to have a blast with. And, yeah, they're not easy to find, so I just like them a lot. I really love stunts. We're going to get into stunts a little bit more. Moving on to this is funny because we were just talking about the flying car earlier, and I actually this is obviously going to spoil the fact that I have a big girthy boy coming up, but I have 2 flying cars now.
I'm so jealous.
I got one of these because I ordered the gingerbread house, and that's back ordered until like 5 days before Christmas, so I got to wait a long time for that. But today in the mail, I actually did an unboxing of one of these. I don't know if it'll be its own video or whatever, but I opened up a box and I got everything else I got with that gingerbread order besides gingerbread, 2 flying cars. Then within that small order, we've got
look at flipping flip. Dude, we're trying to get there. We just got to get our subs and our
the super chat stuff. Yeah, man, we're grinding, man. We hit 100 subs a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we got to grind to that point, and then
like and sub, recommend us to your friends. It'd be awesome.
We'd share. I mean, like the Lego.
We're not going to sit here and beg for it. We probably should when we
right
want to get to that stuff, and we'll do a better job. But yeah, man, the best way is spread the word. We're just kind of just 2 chill dudes talking.
Yeah. You know? Patreon will be a really fun thing to honestly maybe. As we get closer to being, you know, monetized and super chats and all that fun stuff, Patreon will be really, really cool because we can do a little, you know, special episode every couple weeks or something on that for exclusively for patrons. Anyhow, all that fun stuff coming very soon on this channel and my channel as well. But I got a Mickey and Friends set, you know, 4+, nothing special, but that pilot.
It's very special. It might be my $10 set of the year.
Dude, it's very nice. The pilot Mickey is exclusive to the set. I feel like the only thing I feel like I wish I had was maybe one more figure, but
for $10,
I haven't built it yet, so I can't really make a full opinion. But I needed to spend $10 more on this order, and bang, that's right there. Now, what's funny is I was very, very, very close. This isn't really a weekly pickups thing. I mean, it might have been a weekly pickups a couple weeks ago that we forgot to do. But instead of ordering this, I almost ordered this because I legitimately couldn't find this mech. And then I was cleaning my room the other day and I found this. And it was kind of like doing laundry and you find like $10 in your pocket. And you're like, oh, I didn't know I had this. Now I'm up $10. So this was a long lost weekly pickup, guys. And I'm glad I didn't order it because then I would have had 2. And now I got my Mickey propeller plane, Mickey Mouse propeller plane. And then...
Now you've got 2 of those Mickey sets at this point, right?
Yeah, I have the space set and this one.
Yeah.
I would like to get the one that comes with Pluto, but it's like the farm set. It's like 35, 40, and
it's 40. I'm waiting on a deal ski on that one.
Right. Yeah, because I want the Pluto. I like the Pluto a lot. Anyways, so I have two more small items before the big girthy boy that I bought on my birthday, the day after last week's podcast. So that's coming up right after these, but Christmas time's coming, guys. You know, I ordered the this is a Halloween podcast. I haven't really talked anything about Halloween specifically yet, but you know, a little bit here and there. But the Christmas sets are selling out, man. They're selling out like crazy. That's why I had to order the gingerbread house now. It's already sold out now, so I'm glad I did. It sold out like a day later. But I got some sets that these were around last year, I think, but they brought them back. Little buildable Santa Claus and reindeer ornaments, man. I think these are really, really cool. It's going to be something that I'm going to be able to keep and put up on the Christmas tree every year. Super excited. If I ever needed to use this weird, unique sphere for some kind of random build in a mock, I guess I could, but you know, it's a unique little thing, man. I kind of like these a lot. I'm excited to have those on my Christmas tree every year. And now this is like the longest freaking pickups of the week ever because I got so many small sets. But now, I know I've been teasing you guys with all these small sets. Let's get straight to what me and Sean love to talk about most, the girth. So, on my birthday, I took home Jurassic Park. Now, this one is on the retirement list, guys. This one is, it's going soon. Lego.com themselves said that it is retiring. It's on their retiring soon list. It's also out of stock on Lego.com. So for me to see this in my local Lego store, that's an hour away. The only other two in Ohio are 2 and 3 hours away. So for me to see that in stock at my Lego store, and it's out of stock online, I mean, how else am I going to get that? Maybe Amazon, maybe something else like that. But to be able to get, the VIP points, and to be able to get the flying car with it, I was super, super happy to pick up that set. Pumped. I mean, for those of you that saw my vlog earlier, you already knew I had that set. But for those of you that didn't see it, or for those of you that are, just now tuning in or whatever, got Jurassic. And now I'm out of breath because that thing is heavy. And I've been talking about all my pickups. And now I'm done.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't know if I'm going to take as long, although I got some fire.
Hey, no, take the floor.
Notice my orange is filled out a little more.
I was just about to say that your orange looks a lot better.
Looks a lot better, right?
Look at us Halloween.
Something was blocking it. And we'll get to that in a second. So,
all right.
In no particular order. Fine.
What we got?
The biggest.
What we got?
You know I had to do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know what it is. I just think this is so rad, and it's not reselling too much.
Now I want to
it's mixed, right, Brent? I love it. There's half the people say it's terrible. Chat, what do you think? I mean, am I crazy for loving this set? I just think it's so wacky. They don't do things like this very often. I don't know.
Right. I want to say something about the flying car, and it's the fact that it wasn't really marketed as a 3-in-1. It was just marketed as a flying car, and then they're like, oh, it's actually a 3-in-1, which I kind of saw that coming.
Those other builds are kind of trash to me, though. That's the one.
I don't really.
They usually pick the right one. That'd be an interesting topic. Has there ever been a secondary build that was better in a 3-in-1? I don't know.
I don't. Not very often.
Yeah. So there's that, and then it's a matter of time.
Let's go.
The RDP Reindeer Battle Pack
squad.
It's really RPB, PP, whatever. Reindeer Battle Pack.
AD or RD.
It could just be if Battle Pack's considered one word. That's where I'm struggling. RDBP.
Yeah. Reindeer Battle Pack.
Yeah. If we're just
it's the Reindeer Battle Pack, guys.
But you already know what it is.
It is not Santa's sleigh or whatever. They don't even put the title of the set on.
The most fire Christmas set in my couple of years of collecting. I would simple, beautiful, awesome.
I'm not going to disagree with you. It's pretty sick.
Those of you that were on last week might remember there were some promises made to our good friend Ace. Again, shout out Ace on the 2K subs. Big deal. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
You got some Monkey Kid.
Let's go. Oh, I hate you so much right now. Guys, I hate Sean. I see you.
This is the gateway set. If you're on the fence on Monkey Kid, $69.99. There are really no deals on this, Brent, because they're direct. It's hard to find a deal on this. I'm not saying it's impossible, but to me, $70.
Dude, I need the Monkey Kid. There.
This is for just a vehicle build. It is Gur to the Thee. If you see it in hand, it is. There's
Gur to the Thee.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to remix.
That's the quote of the podcast right now.
And now, let's get a little girthier.
This also, dude, I need this. That box is pretty big, no?
It's huge, dude.
Because like $150 when you're only looking at a picture of the box, you're like, turn that bad boy to the side for me one time.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
maybe
that's like almost R2D2E size box, is it?
You know what? I would like to eyeballing it. I'm saying it's a little smaller, but I don't have R2 in front of me. I can find out for you though. But this right here, guys.
Oh no, I gotta get it. No, because it's thicker. Look, this is Darth Vader's castle, right? But I don't think it's as thick, and it's $130. Anyways, I need that set. It's out of stock on Lego.com. You can only get it on Amazon right now, and I gotta
Brent,
get
you
it.
got to fill for a sec right before the main event. I have fatherly duties. Fill for a
That's
sec.
fine,
All right,
guys. Monkey Kid, the set that Sean just showed. Okay, it's out of stock on Lego.com. It's a first wave set, I believe, and so I don't think it's coming back. The flipping flip just said new drinking game. Take a shot every time you hear girth. We probably say girth enough on this show for that. Anyways, guys, that Monkey Kid mech, I believe it is a wave 1 set, so it's one that I have to get, as is the Pigsy's food truck. So both of those sets right there are definitely some Monkey Kid sets that I'm wanting to pick up. Aside from that, I really, really want to also pick up the A-Wing as well. I mean, so I have one more set that's retiring that I got to pick up, the A-Wing. After that, it's those 2 Monkey Kid sets.
I mean, for me, I was just getting a little bit nervous. I think it was spring or summer 2020 for some of these MK sets, and because it's, it hasn't been the most successful here in the States, I'm like, is time running out on some of these? So my strategy is I'm trying to get the first wave. I'm not going to be a completionist. There's 6 I want. I've got 2. The rest are on like Christmas lists and whatnot.
Right.
So I want to try to get those done because I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. For those of you who aren't paying attention, I don't even think I showed you the back.
Dude, it's so clean.
This is peak Lego.
You did say that a lot on this. What is going on with the box? Is it reflective?
Whoa. Oh, do I have green screen on? I don't know. Maybe it's an effect, but it's not that cool. But yeah, I think a green screen might be enabled through the app, but ignore that. It's pretty cool though.
Dude, I was gonna say, I was wondering what that was.
You get 6 minifigs. This one, 150, and that's high for an unproven commodity. Like I
just think to some people 150 is a little high for like a mech, but it's
huge.
Yeah, and so, I think for those of you that were there for last week's episode, which is one of my favorite episodes we've ever done.
My favorite too. It was really good.
It was it's just a really fun episode, man. And to have
a green screen. What's happening here?
Well, to have it. Well, I don't think it's affected you this entire time. Okay.
There you go. I removed it. I was playing with something the other day. I had you probably noticed the ACAB logo in the back.
I did. Yeah. I saw it a little bit. Yeah.
I was trying to play with something to like give a backdrop, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just think the reason why that was just such a good and fun episode is because Sean's kind of been hyping up Monkey Kid to me a little bit for these last couple weeks. He's getting into it.
I found the Lord of Monkey Kid to talk to us about it.
Really though, it's like obviously there's not that many people on YouTube making Monkey Kid material, and I think that's another reason why Ace's channel is so good for what it is and why he's growing and he's just doing so well.
Dug in a little bit this week and checked out some stuff.
Yeah, I watched most of
Countdown. It was a great video.
Well, I definitely watched the countdown. Are you talking about him like ranking
the sets?
Yeah, I watched that.
It's sick, right? He does just enough. It's really good.
Great video. Definitely a good thing to a good like way to segue yourself into a new theme if you know nothing about it. I mean, and then even the guy that he recommended, Planet something.
Right.
That guy
Zippy something. Yeah.
That guy goes
the show from last week. He's good. I watched his stuff too.
Yeah, that guy's got great stuff too. So, but yeah, man, I think that's just why it worked out so well is because it was a big learning experience for me. And it was kind of like, you were able to be like, kind of like a, I told you so kind of thing. Cause like you were getting into the sets. I haven't really, really looked at them too deeply. And for this kid to break down the sets, break down the lore, break down the show. Like now I want to watch the show. Now I want the sets. I mean, and I've, been in chats with him.
I apologize to Brent profusely. I'm like, this is going to put a hurting on you, but I have to tell you about this. At some point you're gonna spend a little chat on it, and I'm sorry, but it
Right.
deserves it, man. To me, you already know how I feel. It's pretty fire.
Yeah. I can't wait to get some of the sets because I'm just really excited to go through the building experience. That bone demon or whatever it's called, bone
Yeah, Bone
something.
Demon.
Bone yeah, almost thought it was
Glow in
called
the
bone.
dark. It's insane.
I almost thought it was called the bone crusher, but it's the bone demon. That thing is just incredible. It's like 6 different builds individually and then becomes a big mech and it's like 120. Dude, that one, glow in the dark pieces, like it's got like the most glow in the dark pieces any set has ever had ever. Pretty sure, excuse me. But yeah, no.
Dude, they're trying to capture the Chinese market, so they're throwing everything at it because Lego hasn't worked there. And as a result, we're over here like not appreciating
Yeah.
all the passion and skill and everything that's gone into it. So telling you guys, just get you a little baby set. Start with the food truck. I kind of zip past it.
Don't get the $30 set though, and that be it. Because Ace made a very good point that like to really get the experience, this set right here is what Sean is showing you. $70. Even if you don't like it, this set would work great in a city somewhere. A food truck, every city has a great food truck. So even if you don't like this set, I feel like it has it's got 2 uses. Oh my god. It's useful in 2 different ways. It could be a Monkey Kid set, but if you don't enjoy it as a Monkey Kid set, you can easily drop this right into a city.
I'm telling you. So those are those sets. And then Brent, we got one more. It's the main event.
Let's go. If this is what I think it is, guys.
This was ordered, what, Brent, 2 months ago? It's been
guys, I know what it is.
I'm gonna have to back up and create some room for this.
Let's go. This is the girth. I don't even want to say it yet. Guys, you guys don't even know. Oh, you guys know that box.
Long time coming. Finally came in.
You guys know this box. You guys know this box.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go, dude. Let's go. This is my favorite set of all time. The UCS Falcon. Here it is. It finally came in. Sean got it on a sick deal. He's getting a little worried that it wasn't going to come in. We kind of covered this a little bit. Dude. Here it is.
Lift this girthy boy from a seated position. But
dude, I'm telling you what.
Dude, box is crisp. There were people that concerned about Zavi.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely took some time, but box is minty fresh, as you guys can see. I'm trying to hold it up best I can, but there she is, dude.
Favorite set of all time. Favorite set of all time. Sean, when you build that set, I just want you to, casually put on A New Hope in the background.
Yeah, no,
get yourself a nice beverage, nice snack.
Here we go. All that beautiful. So
dude, that's the girthiest, guys.
I called it Mother Girth.
Let the girths reign supreme in the chat, guys. This is the girthiest episode or girthiest weekly pickups. I mean, seriously though, think about.
By the way, in fairness, you guys are probably like, man, Sean went nuts. Keep in mind, some of that stuff was spaced out. It just all happened
right.
to come in.
It all happened to come in at the same time. But yeah, think about this. I
didn't drop that much on all of it.
My set I'm the most excited about, $250 Jurassic. $250 Jurassic. Drink for that one?
Haunted Mansion, Haunted House. Yeah. I mean, so the stuff happened to come in. I don't know if everyone heard the deal on it, but it was $650, which, I've heard there's been some better deals than that. But at this point, with retirement looming, all that stuff, I'm like, you know what? And then I had to take a shot, get international shipping. That thing is mint as mint can be. You could see it. There was no dents. I think there's like a slight scuff on one of the, who cares, but there's like no visible dents. I'm like really happy with how it turned out, even though it took long, but you feel like you earned it.
Dude, I'm super happy you got it, man.
It's save 150. It's like if it takes another month, like whatever.
Yeah. If my worst enemy got that set, I'd be like, congrats, man. But I still hate you because you're my worst enemy. But congrats. You got the best Lego set of all time.
You'd back off. Yeah. So the rub on that one is that was a collaborative effort. I've explained it to Brent off air. I feel like I got to share everything with our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
My mom actually paid for a large portion of that, even at 42 years old, because Christmas and my birthday are pretty close together. I'm a January baby. And so let's say she did, 2/3 of that.
Dude,
so
we got great moms.
Shout out to mom. Your mom got you the haunted house.
My mom got me haunted. Shout out to my mom.
And my mom did the combo Christmas. So just so you guys know that what makes it possible, we're not like, rich dudes flaunting here. It was really just a timing thing.
Oh yeah.
So, I was always skeptical about Zavi, but he might have changed my mind. Got to check him out. Yeah, man. I mean, the rub on that takes time. Sometimes it does ship from the UK. I followed it very closely. I'm not saying they don't have DCs in the States. But it took about 2 months. There was a back order, in fairness, when I ordered it, because that deal came out. And Brent, when you come back, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like M&R and even BrickHeads, those two were like, guys, Falcon $650.
Yeah. I mean, and this is the thing too, like I feel like with the UCS sets, you kind of have to have a strategy if you're not buying them when they come out. And to me, like I would
wait
be
for a deal if possible.
Yeah, if I was in a position without a UCS Falcon, that's something that like I would be skipping out on a lot right now. Like I wouldn't have got haunted because that's haunted will be around again next year. It would have sucked. It would have sucked to have to pass up on Jurassic.
Right.
But that's like a thing. Like if I'm passing
sacrifice you'd make.
If I'm passing up on the 250 for this and like the 250 for that, like, instead of getting these sets, that would have been like a collaborative thing where I would have been like, all right, there's other cool sets I want. I don't want to swing the whole $800 all at once, but I would be like, I would either tell Jennifer, I need the set before it's gone, the UCS Falcon, split it with me for Christmas, whatever. I would have had to make it happen, but I made it happen long before my YouTube career even took off. Even I don't want to say YouTube career took off like I'm thriving or anything, but before I started doing YouTube, I actually already had the UCS Millennium Falcon. I kind of wish I would have waited because then I could have done a whole video, and I could still do a video. I could still do a review. I'm sure I will, but I could have done like a building experience and what it was like and all that. But needless to say, it's a set that any Lego Star Wars fan should have, and I think an M&R Productions review, in which he reviewed the set when it came out way back in 2017. It's kind of funny to watch a video of his from 5 years ago compared to now and see the progression. But even still back then, 5 years ago, he definitely convinced me to do what I could to get this set. And I financed mine. I paid $83 over a year to own my Millennium Falcon. So, but I'm glad I did. M&R Productions convinced me. Even him 5 years ago, he was not in land yet. He spent his own money on it, and he said it's absolutely worth it. I went broke over it, but it's worth it.
There you go. And again, we tell you the ways we did it because again, we're anti-flex, right, Brent? We're not trying to flex here. I mean, it's all blood, sweat, and tears over here, or a little bit of help, whatever.
Right.
Like we can't rip off a G in Lego sets in a week, certainly.
Yeah, not unlike some people that post on like Facebook
they
groups
post,
that are
they
like,
flex, and they get them for free. And hey, listen, if we're ever blessed to be gifted sets, like we'll take them for sure. And it's not hating. I'm just letting you guys know, like it took some calculated effort.
Yeah. Well, and it's easy to sit on sets for a long time and then set up $2,000 worth of sets and post on a website and be like, my haul for the week. And it's like, is that your haul for the week, or is it not?
But when it's launch day, it's hard to argue that, right?
Well, when it's launch day, yeah, it's pretty, cut.
Most of that's sponsored stuff. But anyway, we don't want to go too deep into that. But
yeah,
we had a collectively very nice week. By the way, fun fact, and this is actually self-induced. I think if I fought it, I could win, probably.
Yeah.
But because it's the Christmas birthday gift, that bad boy is remaining in that box, and I'm not gonna access it till after Christmas. So
no, yeah, you wanna almost save that for
I want to
a
see it
rainy
hanging
day.
out in my, if I could get it on this shelf. I haven't tried it yet. As far as the box, like it'd be like visiting the Lego store all those times.
Exactly,
Not being able
exactly.
to take her home.
Dude, you know how often I just come up into my Lego room and I just open my closet and look at the 100+ sealed sets again. Man, we're just talking about not flexing, and here I go.
Yeah.
But these are sets that I've bought over like a year plus time of like, saving sets back. But excuse me. But there's something nice. Like you said, it's like walking in your own personal Lego store when you have sealed sets. It's not like, oh, I'm never gonna build these and I'm only gonna resell, but it's nice to have a
You
backlog,
might, and that's all right. Again, if you're doing it just to help fuel your hobby, I don't see anything wrong with it. But Falcon's getting open, and hopefully you guys, I don't know yet, Brent, I might go over the TV here next to Darth if I can get the shelf for it. But then I'm like, I live in California with quakes. If it hits it's an OLED TV, like I'd like to put it right behind me, but then I'm covering the window. What you guys can't see over here and here, there's some opportunity, but I kind of want it in the shot. Let's be honest.
Well,
so we'll see. My shelves are not deep enough for it built, even on a stand. They're just not. I have the thinner billies. If I could do it on, I would have got them girthier, but I didn't. Now there's a chance I move these elsewhere in the room and get some more depth here. It could definitely fit widthwise. I could get a couple 6 more inches here. It'd be fine. But so there's that. There's the pickups. Brent, before we wrap up this week, I wanted to talk through. We're getting into that season where there's some year-end awards. Best movie of the year, best for in our world, sets of the year. And love to hear from the chat. And if you're watching on replay, that's cool. Love to hear some categories. I'd like to do some straightforward stuff. Set of the year. Criteria will be all things considered. Doesn't have to be the most expensive. Brent knows my thoughts. There's a $20 set in particular that I think qualifies if you're doing all things considered.
Right.
A $20 set could be up for set of the year. Again, this is just our little world, our opinions.
Oh yeah.
We were thinking, but to make it more fair, best $100 set of the year, best $200 set of the year,
theme $20, $10 theme of the year,
theme of the year, most improved theme. Like I want to go beyond like this is the best. I want there to be some some
substance to it. Yeah, best minifig, best overall value. Do we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's been some fun. Listen, for all the heat Lego's taken about increasing prices, and you already know how I feel about the Disney line, but I do feel
right.
That $10 little biplane set, you really take a look at it compared to some other $10 stuff. Like really take a look at it.
It's pretty freaking dope.
Pieces. It's gonna be a finalist. I'm telling you guys. You guys can.
I mean, for $10, I mean, it would
drive this, but I mean, there's some stuff out there. So again, it's not going to be like,
it's battling against
right here, right off the rip.
Things,
$40
tumbler set of the year.
Yeah, all things considered. Look,
disagree.
It's not the Bugle, which I think is up for set of the year, by the way. But not everybody can swing a Bugle. Most people, hopefully, can swing a $40 tumbler. It could be set of the year. So, best design, best building technique. We can get into all that stuff. And, guys, continue to fill comments even after the show on different categories you think would work.
Right. Absolutely.
I want to do it officially. I've got my little soundboard here, Brent. We could, I was going to say tux up, but we could suit up a little for it.
Dude, I would love to. I would love to put on a little something nice.
Call them the girthies, whatever. But I don't know.
The girthies, dude. You're giving me ideas. Like I could like literally.
I don't know if we're gonna call them the girthies, but because it's not all about.
Well, it's not all about. Yeah, but
it's not always about the size, right? It's inside what counts, and so
we'll figure out a good idea.
You have a monster in a $10 package, so to speak. So.
Oh yeah.
So we'll come up with that. Categories we're going to release pretty soon. And by the way, guys, I didn't forget, we still have the Shake Shack sponsorship. I'm trying to figure out the best way to run a contest for that. If you guys haven't heard, we're going to be running a $50 gift card giveaway here
Yes,
on the
sir.
channel. We just need to figure out like how we want to do it. We're open for suggestions.
I'm working on
I
an.
do
I'm
know
working
that
on
we
another
want
one
more
too
likes
for
and
even after
subs.
that.
So if it's something like that, or we could run a contest if we have some creatives out there. If somebody wants to do some artwork or
Yeah,
some music, some royalty free ish, that would be cool. Like we're down. So whatever you want to do, we just
dude.
we appreciate this community. Yeah.
Well, to have a running
flip, and the award for this year's look at this. Girthiest set goes to and it's like
girthiest set.
now look, if we're gonna do it factually, it's probably Titanic, although there's that world map controversy.
Yeah, I think
Again,
it's not
like,
girthy.
even though girth is about the girth, it's like it's not all in the amount of pieces. You could pack a bunch in a $30 set, so maybe that's what we go with. Who knows?
Right. Girthiest based off of price.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, some would say it's unfair to put Titanic in a battle against the Tumbler, but I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, all of our set
it's
battles
roughly $600 more with tax. It certainly is.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like
all of our set battles are usually the same price, but I think it gets a little interesting if to battle a David versus Goliath little theme going on there with that little $40 tumbler going up. Or this is what you're talking about, right? The $40 tumbler going up against Titanic.
Yeah, no, I think we have subcategories at certain price points. Then we just do we do Girthliath. Yeah, that's what you said.
Girthliath.
Yeah, and then I think like I don't know, like there's different ways to skin it. So we'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to do something fun, and then again, team early here. But for those of you who are regulars, we would like to do maybe like a Secret Santa exchange. Like that would be pretty cool. Just a little community. This isn't going to be some multi-level marketing thing where like bring in other people and get a pyramid scheme. No, it's like
yeah.
Find a partner. For example, Zane and Flipping Flip. Agree to a number. Send each other something. Tell us what you got. It'd be fun. So
like put everybody's name in a pool and randomly pick.
It's probably better if it's just shit that you have laying around, because I'm sure all of us have built sets or unbuilt sets that like, you know what, I'm on the fence on this one. Let me toss this to a friend. So all kinds of ideas, guys. But yeah, I had fun. We're gonna work on bringing more guests. Love to hear more feedback again in the chat or in the comments after the fact. Do you like the guests? Do you like the mix where we do a couple of me and Brent shows, then we bring it? I mean, I'm happy with it, but you guys might be like, man, those guest shows are so much better than just hearing you two yahoos talk for 90 minutes. That's boring. I don't want to hear Sean anymore. Let's bring on people who know things, So.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite podcasts I listen to without mentioning it or plugging it in here is 90% of the time just the two main hosts, and then like every 50th episode they bring somebody in. So good vibes all around. Are we going to touch on stunts at all, or do we got to?
Oh God, yeah.
I was gonna say, because we can end it now if we have to, but we can touch on stunts real quick. There's not a whole lot of sets.
I think we were wrapping it. Let's go into stunts next week. We won't forget it.
That's fine.
I feel like we're at a good spot to wrap. Yeah. As a teaser, guys, we're gonna go hard on stunts next week. You know what, Brendan? It'll give us another week's worth of experience.
Well,
with stunts.
Yeah, I'll get to build these within that time.
Give them 30 seconds hard. Give them a hard pitch on stunts, and we'll talk about it in detail next week.
So, all right, guys. So for stunts, you would look at it initially and think like it's just another city theme, whatever. But dude, especially with these being in, I mean, they are selling out. When I went to Lego on my birthday, when I went to the Lego store, they had nothing, not just one of these, not any of the small sets, nothing. So they're definitely popular. I think the flywheel function in these things are amazing. They're colorful. They're pretty sick, but it's also like some of them too overpriced or whatever. Can you have just as much fun with an $8 set as you can even the $100 set? Who knows? Next
week. The answer is yes. We'll tell you.
we will find out. I'll definitely be.
In fact, your homework for this week, kids, if you can find one, a Walmart or Target, and just grab one of them for $8.
Get one of these guys.
And I don't care if you're 4 or 44. build it. What are they? 12, 19, they're 14. Very small. Just build it. It's like building a minifig, right, Brent?
Little $8 pack.
Rev that sucker up, run it across your living room floor, and don't tell me that's not the most fun you've had with Lego for $8. So
right. In terms of value,
kind of giving away the farm here, telling you how we feel, but I mean
that's okay.
We're gonna get into it a little bit more next week. So there's your teaser. So we're wrapping it up. It's been a fun show, Brian. I've had a good time.
It's been a great one.
Look at him dancing around. He's got his little double buildable flying cars. Good times. Always fun. So
happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Halloween.
We're finally spooky with the orange. So
spooky with the orange and the purple.
And there it is. So for Brent from Brent's Bricks, I am, of course, Sean the Right Way. And this has been, in fact, it's the God's honest truth, Brent. This has been a couple of BrickHeads. Good night, everyone.
Happy freaking Halloween.
We'll see you next week. 2 and peace. Ooh.
That sounds spooky.
We had to let it ride a little bit.
It gets a little,
made it this far.
It gets a little Halloween themed there at the end.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Whoa.